everyone, and welcome to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Yeah, we can see you're here in the picture, hubby.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Hubby. Anyway, y'all, before we get into why we're starting out with this picture and the pictures we're going to get into and the clips and all of that stuff that we're going to get into, we just wanted to say, y'all, we're so excited. We're so excited because our family here on YouTube is growing, y'all. Our little family is growing and it's getting bigger. And it's all thanks to y'all because our channel wouldn't be what it is without all of you being a part of our family here. And without all of you, it wouldn't be what it is today. So all the thanks is to y'all. Like it all goes to y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers that's been with us from the very beginning all the way to now. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We truly hope all of you enjoy our content, our videos, everything. We told y'all that we were going to be trying to get out a lot of videos that we've been working on over the weekend while hubby's off and stuff, off of work, so that we can get other content out and all of that. Anyway, we just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for subscribing, and we truly hope y'all enjoy this video as well as all of our other videos. And if you're not already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, all of the things, and we would greatly appreciate it so much. But we're going to start out with like a little bit of, I guess we could say like a little peek into
Our life.
Yeah, a little bit of our life. Yeah, thank you, hubby. We're going to start out with like a little bit of a peek into our life, okay? And then kind of gradually move into this story that we're going to talk about. And the story that we're going to talk about today has to do with something that happened right near where we used to live. Okay, so it was very important for us to talk about it. It's not the video that y'all are waiting on, and we do apologize for not getting that out before now, but it's not the video that y'all have been waiting on about someone that we knew very well, we're very close to, that our family knew very well, and all of that so unexpectedly committed an absolutely heinous act.
Terrible crime.
Yeah. So it's not that video, but we are getting that video out. We're trying to get that video out this weekend as well. And also we're still going to be covering this dip stuff and everything that's been going on with the book signing and all that. We may have another little video about all of that coming out tonight, but we'll definitely have one coming out tomorrow, if not tonight. But regardless, we hope y'all enjoy this video too. Like we've told y'all before, and like a lot of y'all know, hubby and I have been together for 18 years. We've been together since we were young teenagers, to now. And we'll continue to be together for the rest of our lives now. But hubby made me wait a good while before he married me, y'all. Which is messed up, hubby.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I had to make sure.
Really? You had to make sure? Really? I can't believe you would say that. Anyway, y'all, you can tell that we've been together for years. And we're just kind of showing y'all a few pictures from that, going over that, just things that we've done over the years. But this was like a picture where I think we were getting ready. We were fixing to get ready to go on a date night.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, and of course, y'all, this is before we were married, obviously, because hubby wanted to make me wait. But regardless, y'all can see we've always loved each other so very much. And this is hubby and I just in front of the fireplace, which we're going to get back to that fireplace in just a second. But this was I think this was last Christmas or the Christmas before.
The Christmas before.
Yeah, okay, Christmas before last. Thank you, hubby, for remembering. But we've always had fun and like loved going places together and doing stuff together. We've been on lots of trips together, just the two of us. We've been on a lot of family trips and vacations and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've been quite a few places together.
Yeah, that we're very thankful and grateful for all of those experiences. We truly are. And just stick with us here, though. We are getting to a point. This is another picture from a few years ago, and y'all, hubby did this to me. Like he surprised me. I was not expecting this. This was just like a little day trip that we had took. We were driving around, and well, hubby was driving. I was in the passenger seat, but we were riding around, and he just all of a sudden started taking all these which away turns, left, right, and center, going all different kinds of places. Like
I was trying to trick her just a little bit.
yeah, I didn't know where he was going, and we were getting like further and further and further away from home. And I was like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" And he wouldn't answer me, y'all. Anyway, after a while, I think like after a couple hours or something. Anyway, we ended up in the mountains. Y'all can kind of see the mountains back there in the background. I don't want to zoom in on my face, but you can kind of see the mountains back there in the background. But we ended up in the mountains, and he was surprising me with just like a day trip to the mountains. Like we stopped and got lunch, and then we went on some walking trails and stuff like that. It was fun. This is from that same day, y'all, but this is also when my hair was brown too. I prefer my hair to be blonde, if just another little piece of information about us, I guess. But
This was Sassafras Mountain. I know you can see that in the picture, but just to be clear.
Yeah, he surprised me, and we ended up driving all the way to Sassafras Mountain. But and we walked through the trails and all that, had fun and stuff. And I know hubby has a band on his finger here, but we were not married. I had a promise ring, and hubby had.
So she made me wear a ring
Don't
also.
even lie like that. Do not. Don't even. Don't even lie like that, y'all. No, he wanted a ring too. So because we were very committed to each other at this point, we were out of our teens and everything by now, and we were very committed to each other. But he did give me a promise ring, y'all. Like we had only been dating. Heck, we had been dating just over a month, about a month and a half. He had given me a promise ring, a very nice promise ring, y'all. But regardless, that's besides the point. But he done that early on, and then a few years later, a couple years later, I like gave him a promise ring. It was just a little thing that we done ourselves, that we wanted to do to, say that yeah, we're like truly committed to each other type of thing. That's all. But anyway, moving on. Y'all can see my hair's blonde here, and I miss my long hair too. I cut it off for the summer, like right below my shoulders. But y'all seen in that other picture how long my hair usually is. I miss my long hair at this point, hubby.
Yeah, me too.
I know you do. But you can tell we like to go places, and we like to go to the mall. We like to go to the mountains. Just do stuff, We like to be active and do things and try to have a date night here and there. No, we're not one of those couples that can afford to go on a date night every week or not even every month sometimes, but we try to have a little date night or spend some kind of time together or go to a park or something and spend the day together or something. Anyway, it's showing y'all that we like to have fun and stuff. Then, y'all, the day finally came. The day finally came, y'all. It did. The day finally came. I apologize for squealing, but y'all, the day finally came where hubby proposed. Y'all can see my eyes are red. I cried boo-hoo. I boo-hoo cried. I did. It was so unexpected. he had us sitting on the couch. He had one of our songs like playing lightly in the background. He had this whole thing that he read to me. It was so sweet. My mom was there. She was videoing all of it at this point, and it was so sweet. And he was reading this whole thing to me, and then he was, and then he grabbed me by the hand and led me to the fireplace, like right in front of the fireplace, and he had it turned on and everything. It was so beautiful. It really was. It was really beautiful. But it was intimate and beautiful. Like he didn't do it at a restaurant and all that stuff or nothing like that. Like he knew what I like, at this point being together for so long. But anyway, it was intimate. It was just us and stuff, and my mom or our mom, whatever, like we say, was filming it at this point, and I was so excited. Hubby finally proposed. And we're starting to get to a point here that we're going to be making, but we did like most couples do, and we had an engagement photo shoot done and stuff. And here's just a couple pictures from that photo shoot. This was at the beach under the pier. And that was after an outfit change because I wanted us to have two looks. Hubby just wanted to do one look. I wanted at least two different looks because I figured those two colors would look good with the white sand and the blue water and everything. I figured it would look good.
Yeah, and they turned out good.
Yeah, they did. We love our engagement pictures and our wedding pictures and stuff too, but just saying. So we had our engagement pictures done just like any other normal couple would do, like most couples do. I know some don't, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but that's what we did. And then our wedding day came.
Yes, it did. It finally got here.
I know. Were you nervous?
But I was excited. I was not nervous.
Oh, I wasn't nervous. I was never nervous the whole time. Like, I was so excited when we were looking at venues and cake tasting and picking out what type of food we were going to have. All that, like most couples do and everything. We had so much fun doing all that together and with our family and stuff. I had found the dress I had wanted. I had said yes to the dress thing and, all that, like a lot of people say. But we were so happy, and this was before the ceremony, so that's why we're on two sides of the door, so he couldn't see me before the ceremony, because hubby was wanting to hold my hand, and he was saying a prayer before we walked down the aisle and everything. And hubby said to show this picture of me in my dress. But I think this one was done actually after the ceremony. I can't remember, because when everybody had went in, because we had an outdoor ceremony and then we had the reception inside of the venue.
Yeah.
But this was one of the pictures. But I think this was after the ceremony and everybody had done went in and they were starting to, kind of snaggy stuff, having like the cocktail hour type thing. And we were doing some photos and stuff, but you can't really see the details on my dress here, which I didn't really like. But some of these pictures, y'all, we had to take a picture of a picture, so they didn't come out the best right here. Like as they look like in real life, they look really good, but regardless, it doesn't matter. That's fine. That's not the point. This is one of the pics that was in black and white. I was back in the bridal suite, but it was still after the ceremony. One of my bridesmaids actually took this picture, but you can't really see in this picture, but I was holding my ring up and I was pointing to my ring because, y'all, I was finally happy to have that band on my finger, that wedding band on my finger.
Yeah, she was so excited. I was too, though.
Yeah, we were so excited. And then, of course, just like at any other wedding, we cut the cake, we signed our marriage license, we did the whole nine, all of that. We had a toast, all the things. We had our first dance together, all of that. We done all of that stuff.
I was a little more excited here because she was not expecting this at all.
No, I really wasn't. But after the ceremony and after the reception and all of that was over, we got married at sunset, right at sunset outside, and then y'all can kind of see inside the venue a little bit. But after that, we didn't want bubbles for people to blow, and we didn't want like bird seed or nothing like that thrown.
No.
We knew that, so we knew we wanted it to be a little bit different. So we chose the sparklers for people to like wave and twirl and stuff as we walked out to get in our car to leave. So, and right as we were walking down, like hubby grabbed me. Y'all can see, like hubby grabbed me and like just straight dipped me, y'all. I wasn't expecting it at all. You can see the beading and lace that covered my dress a little bit better in this picture, though.
Yes, baby, you can.
Thank you very much. You see, we think it'd be safe to say the woman that we're about to talk about felt like this too. And there's a reason hubby and I decided to start out with some pictures from our life together so far and leading.
Yeah, because I'm sure these people, probably had the same kind of life together.
Yeah, and feelings and stuff and everything. Yeah, I agree. But like I was saying, the woman that we're about to talk about, I'm sure it's safe to say she felt like this about this, like this too, like here's another photo of them. That's them where they were like on a little hike together as well. Some of y'all might actually recognize this couple. And even if you have, like, we still want y'all to stick with us, okay? Stick with us through this. Because the reason we're wanting to talk about it is because, like we said at the beginning, it's something that has to do with right near where we used to live. But you could tell this couple had fun together. They loved each other so much.
Yeah.
They look so beautiful and cute together. They really do. Here's another picture of them. Here's their one of their engagement pictures. She was so excited and happy. You could literally see her trying to kiss him, but she's smiling so big at the same time.
Yeah, you can see the smile.
Yeah, you really can. It's so sweet. But the reason hubby and I started with pictures of us is because y'all know us, right? Like y'all, I mean, I know we haven't met in person, but y'all have gotten to know us. Most of y'all have, that's been with us for a while. And some of y'all that have subscribed to us that are new, y'all are getting to know us. So it's people that you hear and that you can go back in our videos and see and stuff. So that's why we wanted to start out with our pictures so that you could get the feeling and idea of somebody that you, quote, know or have gotten to know and seen.
And how this couple probably felt about each other.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. See, their day finally came. Their day finally came for them.
Yeah.
And they cut the cake. You remember doing that to me?
Yeah, I do.
But here they are cutting the cake and feeding it to each other. Hubby smashed it in my face. He did. He did not like a big piece. It was a little small piece. He was supposed to be feeding me, and he just like and my mom told him, "Don't you do that to her and mess her makeup up." I remember Mama saying that to you right before we did the cake cutting. But here they are doing the cake cutting. And you can kind of tell that they were smiling. You can't see her face, but you can tell he's smiling in the picture. So they might have done the same thing. And then here's their picture when they chose sparklers too.
Yeah, a lot similar to ours.
Yeah, they did. And it's so sweet. And she even, matter of fact, her shoes are even very similar to the ones I wore with my wedding dress. Because I didn't want to be uncomfortable in heels all night. And she probably thought the same thing, dancing and, all the things you do at a wedding and stuff. You want to be comfortable. Or either she probably changed her shoes after the ceremony. But it's really sweet. You know, this girl, she was probably like, well, matter of fact, both of them were probably like so excited to get their wedding photos back and put them together in an album just the way she wanted them. Probably the way she did her engagement photos. Probably so excited to get her wedding pictures back after her honeymoon and frame them and put them in her home with her new husband. How about said hubby? Maybe she could call him hubby. Maybe she was excited to call him hubby. And give photos to family and friends to put up. Ah, it's gonna be so exciting. Is what she probably was thinking, among so many other thoughts about the future with her new husband. Or maybe she was so excited to finally be able to call him hubby, or whatever pet name she had for him, you know?
Yeah.
She was probably so excited for their wedding night and honeymoon and what they were going to be doing. Because after all, that's where her and her new husband were heading.
Heading to when this beautiful picture was taken.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, right? And sweet and so exciting.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I got a little choked up. But yeah, they were probably so excited to know what their wedding night was going to be like together and to get back to their Airbnb and, you know, continue to celebrate just the two of them, husband and wife and everything. Until an irresponsible woman chose to get in her car and unalive this beautiful bride just hours after her wedding, just hours after standing at the altar with their handsome husband, hubby, whatever she was going to call him. And right after this picture was taken, actually, this happened, and we're fixing to show you a clip. This right here, right after they took that picture, going right back to that picture, going right back to that moment. Just think about it. If we could just go back a few seconds in time. I'm sure all of us have had a moment like that in life, at least one. But here we are, just minutes before, okay? And then boom, this happens. You can't even really tell what's in this picture. You can't even really tell that this right here is a golf cart. This right here is a vehicle, a car. You can kind of see the golf cart seats right here. You can see the golf cart wheel right there on top of the car. And you can see lights and sirens right there. Now I want y'all to see this clip before I tell y'all something that is absolutely wild and mind-blowing. You see that car that y'all just seen belonged to a young girl named Jamie Komorowski. And here's footage of her. And here's footage of the golf cart. See the headlights right here? It's the headlights on their golf cart. They were driving back to the Airbnb just right down the road. Just right down the road. Right after they took that picture, right after he dipped her and gave her that kiss. Maybe she wasn't expecting it like I wasn't when hubby dipped me. Maybe she was. We don't know. There's their golf cart right there. And you see they're slowly driving down the road to go to their Airbnb. Right there. And then y'all see that car fly by. And this video is actually slowed down. And then you see vehicles, ambulances, police cars, EMS trucks, everything coming by. And then y'all can see where several moments later, the ambulance is coming back by. Right there. And can y'all imagine, like, something like this happening? And Jamie Komorowski was drunk out of her mind, y'all. She was drunk out of her mind. Again, this video was slowed down. If it was playing at regular speed, you wouldn't have barely seen her go down the road because she would have flown by this camera footage so fast. But can you imagine being a family member, loved one, anything like that at this wedding, and then all of a sudden you hear all these sirens and see all these lights and something's going on and you don't know what, and you start to think, oh my gosh, they just left to go down the road to their Airbnb where they were going to stay. That ambulance has Samantha Miller in it and her new husband. The speed limit on this road was 25 miles per hour, which for those of you that's in our family that aren't in the U.S., that's equivalent to about 40 kilometers per hour. That was the speed limit on this road that they were driving down the side of on their golf cart. So excited to get to their Airbnb. And Jamie Komorowski came flying up behind them and hit them, throwing their golf cart 100 over 100 yards. If any of y'all have ever seen a football field, or if any of y'all were cheerleaders, I know I cheerleaded in junior high and high school and everything, but if you've ever stood at one end of a football field and looked to the other end, you'll know what we're saying. Like, it's a very long distance. A very long distance. She was going so fast and hit their golf cart so hard that they were thrown over 100 yards away. She hit them going 65 miles per hour, well, over 65 miles per hour, which is equivalent to almost 105 kilometers per hour. But Jamie's okay. She was in her car. And medically speaking, I've seen so many scenes and been on so many things and worked scenes where I've dealt with a drunk driver and stuff, and, you know, they get into a car accident, and normally they're okay because your body is so relaxed from the alcohol that you don't tense up when you know you're about to wreck or when you are wrecking or anything like that, like a normal person's body does. It's more at rest, which actually, or relaxed, so to speak, which actually kind of helps you survive in the wreck. And she survived. She's okay. Samantha Miller's not. Her new husband's not. Their loved ones and their family are not. Samantha Miller actually lost her life. This right here is Jamie Komorowski. She went to Coastal Carolina College. You can see here where she literally took the cardboard from from cases of Bud Light and made a Bud Light costume out of it for Halloween one year and wrote Bud Light Year, thinking she was cute and funny, like Bud Lightyear from the movie Toy Story. Bud Lightyear on her crop top, and had Bud Light cardboard taped around her wrists and her legs. She thought she was so cute. See, this night wasn't the first night that Jamie Komorowski encountered the police or driving drunk or anything. For those of you who can't see this, this says Komorowski, which is Jamie, the one we just showed you. Komorowski was charged with 3 felony DUIs resulting in great bodily injury, or DEATH, unaliving, and 1 count of reckless unaliving after unaliving, and I'm using unaliving for the H word, the homicide. Okay, so 1 count of reckless homicide after unaliving a bride and injuring a groom who had just left their wedding reception. Right after that picture where he dipped her, remember? They had just took that picture. And moments later, this happened. She was facing 25 years in jail. Komorowski, 25, plowed into Samantha Hutchinson's golf cart, which had 4 people on it, while driving around 65 miles per hour, according to Folly Beach police. Sam Hutchinson was declared unalive. She was DOA, which means DEAD, on arrival at the scene. So she was gone instantly. The bride was, on her wedding day. The beautiful bride was gone instantly. Her new husband, Eric Hutchinson, was hospitalized with severe injuries. Police said Komorowski's blood alcohol content was 3 times over the legal limit. Komorowski reportedly smelled of alcohol but refused to take a sobriety test, according to police. Eric filed a wrongful death suit, which we'll get to in just a second, against the alleged drunk driver and the bars that he says served her before the horrific incident. Komorowski has been let out of jail and is under house arrest after being granted $150,000 bail. $150,000 bail with strict conditions on Friday. This is when this was very first post, because this happened just last year in April. Revealed by the Post. A judge said she should be granted bail if Charleston County couldn't bring the case to trial before March 1st. So that's why he gave her bail. Here's one jailhouse call that she had with a guy that she's talking to. And this was before the trial, before the sentencing that we're about to get to, before any of that. And just listen to her, how serious she took this.
Like you have dreadlocks. What's going on?
Oh, let me show you. Hold on. So they didn't have a comb today. So the best thing that he said that he had is, like, I guess these things that they use to, like...
Oh, it's for like a razor, yeah.
Yeah. So I use this to brush my hair. And all this came out.
Oh my god, like why are you keeping that?
Because I don't have anywhere to put it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm keeping it so I can send it to you in the mail so you can sniff it.
I don't think I'm going to want to sniff that.
All giggles and smiles. She wasn't taking this so seriously. She wasn't realizing, like, I literally think that was probably like,
thinking she was gonna get out of it.
yeah,
Probably had a good lawyer and thought she was gonna get out of it.
yeah, that's what it seems like. Like we were saying a few minutes ago, Jamie Komorowski had a history of traffic violations before this night. And this is from the New York Post. But keep in mind that this happened last year in April of 2023. But in the first instance of Jamie Komorowski, she was cited for traveling less than 10 miles per hour, which would be around 16 kilometers per hour. She was so drunk that she couldn't drive, literally. She was going so slow because she couldn't drive because she was so drunk. But the first time she was cited for traveling less than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit in Horry County. A lot of people think that's Horry, and you pronounce the H, but the H is silent. It's pronounced Horry County, South Carolina, where she attended college at Coastal Carolina University. She pleaded guilty and paid a $76.50 fine. $76, y'all. Under $100 fine. And pled guilty. That was it. In November 2018, Komorowski pleaded guilty to driving a vehicle at an unreasonable speed given icy road conditions. She was again charged with speeding less than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. And this time it was, I'm sorry, the first time I said 10 miles per hour under the speed limit, it was 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. And then the second time, she was charged with speeding less than 10 miles over the speed limit in 2019. This is her second offense. And after pleading guilty, paid another $76.50, which is absolutely nothing. Because she could have taken lives those nights as well. And we apologize for the ads here, y'all. She was again charged with speeding less than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit in 2019, a third time. And after pleading guilty, paid another $76.50. And it says just last month, but again, this report was from last year. And remember, their wedding, you can see their picture right here, the one we showed you. Well, we showed you where he had just dipped her to kiss his new bride. But right there, you can see them right before this happens. But it says again, before this night, on April 5th, she pled, which was before Samantha Miller and Aaron Hutchinson's wedding. She pleaded guilty for failure to use a turn or stop signal and paid a $25 fine. And then later in April, when this beautiful couple was having their wedding, she did it yet again because she kept getting off so easy over and over again, time and time again. According to police, Komorowski was driving, again, like we said, 65 miles per hour, more than twice the speed limit, when she slammed into the back of a golf cart carrying 34-year-old bride Samantha Hutchinson and groom Eric Hutchinson on Friday night as they were leaving their wedding reception in Folly Beach, South Carolina. And like we were telling you, Samantha Miller Hutchinson was DOA at the scene, okay? And she still had her beautiful white wedding dress on, which was now stained with red. And also, for an adult over the age of 21, years in South Carolina, the legal alcohol limit is 0.08%, which isn't very much at all. That's literally like a couple of drinks, like 2 drinks. It's not very much at all. And she was way over the limit. Way over the limit. 3 times over that legal limit. So much so that the police had to help her stand, remember? Okay, we want y'all to hear this from CBS News.
Came together to celebrate the life of a bride tragically killed when a suspected drunk driver rear-ended the golf cart she and her new husband were riding in. Saturday's ceremony drew at least 100 people in Folly Beach, South Carolina. Samantha Miller's grieving husband, Eric Hutchinson, sat in a wheelchair. He suffered broken bones and a brain injury. The driver of that car that crashed into them faces multiple charges, including reckless homicide.
Okay, now Eric Hutchinson, Samantha Miller Hutchinson's husband, who was unalived by an alleged drunken driver. I mean, it says alleged, but we know that she was drunken now. On their wedding night, is now suing the woman who hit their golf cart with her rental car. Hutchinson is also suing the bars. Wonder why she had a rental car. It was because her car was being fixed, I'm pretty sure, when we looked into it, from her getting into some type of accident from a DUI type of situation. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what it was. But she was in her rental car. Hutchinson is also suing the bars that the woman, Jamie Lee Komorowski, allegedly went to before the crash. On April 28th, Hutchinson and Miller were having their perfect wedding day near Charleston. The suit reads, unbeknownst to Sam, Eric, and their wedding party, Jamie Komorowski and the other defendants were creating a different kind of day, one that would set in motion a course of events, ultimately transforming a fairy tale love story into a fateful night of unspeakable tragedy, the suit states. Jamie Komorowski had a booze-filled day, and when she was taken into police custody after the accident, her BAC, or blood alcohol content, was 0.261. Remember, the legal limit is 0.08. Hers was 0.261. She shouldn't have even been alert or awake. More than 3 times the legal limit. The 25-year-old, who is facing charges of reckless vehicular homicide and 3 counts of driving under the influence causing unaliving, allegedly started drinking at a bar and restaurant near Daniel Island, then made her way to Folly Island, where she stopped by 3 other bars and restaurants. So 4 total that she went to. The suit blames the bars for serving a notably and visibly intoxicated Komorowski and letting her consume additional and excessive amounts of alcohol. It also alleges the bars allowed her to leave in her dangerously intoxicated state, and also that she mistakenly drove in the opposite direction of her home in the stupor of her drunken haze. So when she was leaving that 4th bar and headed home, had she just made a left turn instead of a right turn, this would have never even happened. It could have happened to someone else, but it possibly would have never even happened. She didn't even know which way to head home, pulling out of this parking lot. The suit also names Taco Boy, the Folly Beach restaurant where Komorowski was recently hired, saying there was a practice of drinking alcohol at company meetings and functions. So, in that lawsuit, the Post and Courier reported that Eric Hutchinson will receive about $863,300 from the...
Which is not nearly enough for what happened. for what he's having to go through now.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I mean, no amount of money will bring her
None.
back or make it better. But I mean, he's gonna have so many medical expenses. You know, a funeral to pay for his new bride. You know, all these things that you should never have to think about.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. Hubby and I pray every day together, and literally thank God every day that we have each other and our family
Yes, we do.
and our loved ones and everything. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't. I feel so sorry for him. But yeah, that's nowhere near enough. But it says that's how much he'll receive. He won $1.3 million, but after attorney fees and all of that and legal fees, he'll end up getting about $863,000. So we're going to read this to you real quick, but it says Jamie Lee Komorowski, 26, appeared stunned as the judge, and this just happened on December 2nd. She just went to trial and pleaded guilty, but of this year on December 2nd. Jamie Lee Komorowski, 26, appeared stunned as the judge doled out her punishment after she admitted to reckless homicide in Charleston, South Carolina, Monday over the April 2023 unaliving of Samantha Miller, 34. The judge sentenced her to 25 years for the reckless homicide charge, to 15 years for the 2 DUI involving great bodily injury charges, and 10 years to the felony DUI charge to be served concurrently. She said in her statement to the family, "On the night of April 22nd, 2023, I chose to drink and drive, which resulted in the unaliving of Samantha Miller," Komorowski told the court. "This is the worst decision I have ever made in my life." Was it really? Because you made that decision multiple times before this. "Due to my poor decisions, a beautiful wife, sister, and mother was taken. All I can say is how incredibly remorseful I am." Komorowski apologized to the family and said she will always be embarrassed by her actions. Quote, "I want them to know how sorry I am for the bottom of my heart." I guess she meant from the bottom of my heart. "And that I take full responsibility for my actions, and I will always be devastated, deeply ashamed, and terribly sorry for what I have done." So hubby and I didn't want to make this about us or anything, but like we said, we used our pictures at the beginning because y'all know us, y'all hear our voices, y'all have seen our faces on videos, y'all know us and everything in a way. So that's why we wanted to give y'all that mindset of like somebody you know, and there may be some of you who know someone personally. We even have a friend that we lost to a drunk driver, 2 friends actually, that left their little toddler at home that night. Thank the Lord, because her car seat in the back seat was completely destroyed and was in pieces afterwards, after they were hit by a drunk driver, and they were both unalived at the scene. The friends that we have that we knew. Anyway, we just wanted to give y'all that idea, but these 2 beautiful people had their lives ruined. One lost theirs, and the other one had his ruined. Like, I don't know how you can get past that. Hopefully he will one day with therapy and everything, but
Yeah, it'll take a lot.
yeah. But going back to the scene of the accident, on a golf cart, some golf carts, you know, have 2 seats on the back. There's like 2 seats, a driver and passenger seat, and then there's 2 seats on the back of the golf cart. That's where they were sitting. That's where Samantha and her new husband, Eric, were sitting was on in the 2 seats on the back of the golf cart. So they seen Jamie Komorowski heading straight for them. There was nothing they could do because she was coming down the road barreling at them so quickly that it happened within seconds, so fast. We didn't mean for this to be such a long one, but it was an important story for us to talk about since it happened right near somewhere where we used to live, like we were saying. But just pray for this beautiful couple. They're, send them well wishes, the loved ones and family members, whatever you believe in, just do that. Keep them in your thoughts and everything, because he's still got a long way to come. Remember, this just happened last year. But we hope y'all enjoyed this video. We are going to do another, part 2 of this, where we get into some of Jamie Komorowski's jailhouse calls, where she was literally smiling and happy, thinking she was about to get off with this and she was going to get to go home and everything was going to be fine, just like all those times that she was charged with DUI before and only had to pay a $76 fine, and that was it, and get off, until this happened, until she done this to them. But how do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about Jamie Komorowski? How do y'all feel about the couple? How do y'all feel about this situation altogether? Please leave us y'all's thoughts, comments, opinions, and everything down below in the comment section. And like always, we'll be conversating with y'all as well. But we hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it informative. And like we said, we will be doing a part 2 and getting more in depth of it, and also playing the victim impact statements from court, because y'all really got to hear those. It's wild. But we hope y'all enjoyed this. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And we would truly, greatly appreciate it so much. And we hope you have a good night, and God bless, and always stay safe.
Have a good night, and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.